space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of Bill, Jebediah and Bob Kerman. Their continuing mission to explode strange new worlds, to seek out new life and crash their rockets on top of them, to boldly go and die where no Kerbal has died before. So speed up time a bit more, get ourselves all nice and in line. Alright, now we're on the moon's gravity well, so we're going to slow down time as we hit the PE, and what do we do when we hit the PE? We go to retrograde. Retrograde, also known as the slowy downy bit of the map. So, let's center ourselves on there. And... okay. Let's go. Full pelt. With a bit of luck, this should slow us down to a decent orbit. I hope, anyway. It's getting there. Keep on going, you can do it. Right, sweet. So let's bring that down as far as it'll go. 400, 200, 100. Nice, that is perfect. So we have dribs and drabs of fuel less, but instead of using it like a smart person, douche, we're going to break out the Moonlander. So this should have its work laid out for it. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, so now that should be sorted and we're ready to go. So bring us in. Let's go. Ideally we want to be landing on the light side of the moon, but that's not a problem if we don't, because the Lunar rover actually has lights on it. I need to check out this. Right, good. We've still got a decent periapsis, that's good. It just got a bit scary all of a sudden there. How are we doing for light? Alright, so that's good. Now what we'll do, we'll reach this periapsis and we'll go retro again, and we'll try and get ourselves into a nice, very, very low orbit. Once that happens, we can then pretty much pick out the landing place and just slow down until we come to a stop. Alright, so let Perrier get around, let's find that retrograde. Wicked. Alright, so burn on. Now what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get myself down gradually, so we end up... don't know, this looks like a good place. This looks pretty flat. Anywhere that's flat is good, because anything that isn't flat could be very devastating to the mission. Oh shit, what have I done here? I wasn't paying attention. Damn it! I guess, yeah. I was going to say I could land there, but it could be rough inside that crate, so we're going to boost it out a little bit and get to what looks like flat land. Thank you, that will do. Alright, so now we're going to pick out our landing place, which can be anywhere between this crater and the actual end point of where we're going to hit the ground. So how's our height looking now? The speed's looking pretty grim. 531. I don't doubt that we're not going to be able to slow down in time. It's just I would like the light side to please hurry up and get here. Aha! Sunlight, that's always good. Oh, Skype, what are you doing bothering me at this time? Alright, 6,000 meters. Alright, I'm pushing it beyond normal limits here. Right, come on, just a little bit lighter. A little bit smoother as well, if you please. Alright, This is going to have to do. My height's at just under 6,000, so I think now we're going to hit the fucking spot. Right, slow down. How are we doing for fuel? We've got plenty of fuel in this stage left. Let's see, the speed's currently at 300. What I'm going to do is I'm going to settle that down to there, and then see if we can just hover along a bit. You see, I can see a nice light patch over here, but you know, it depends if we even make it. Oh god, we're coming close to the floor, so slow down time. And now I can actually see the ground with all these little rocks and stuff. It makes it a lot easier. I've never had this option switched on before. I didn't even know it existed, in all fairness. It might not be fucking the complete light side, but at least we can see what we're doing. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to slow ourselves to pretty much 0 if we can. Alright, okay, get yourself lined up at the top so we're facing perfectly down. And jobs are good, and it's now time to descend. Descend to glory, so we're going to put... Oh yeah, no, we're going to... Right, thank you, that's better. Well, you want the gear down, but not the legs. You want the legs down, but not the wheels for the motor thingy. The motor thingy, the moon rover. I'll show you why in a minute, because this is where it could all go tits up. This is the actual hardest part. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of RCS to just line up our marker so we are bang on centre as we're coming down. No drift. You can do it! Right, yeah, we've got this, I reckon. Alright, slow down a bit more vigorously. Okay. Get the light on as well, just to light up the ground a little bit. So, yeah, we've got this. Perfectly centre. 2 miles, let's get to 1. Alright, we're down, pretty much. Douche. Turn the SAS off, turn the SAS off, and here we are. We're on the moon. Congratulations, peeps. We made it. Let's turn this light off. We don't need this on just yet. We have a beautiful sunrise across the way. We're kind of on a slant, which is not where I want it to be. So, we're going to hope and pray our kerbals can come out of this alive now. Because what we've got to do is we've got to sort of get a SAS on. RCS, SAS. We're going to thrust up. And we're going to hit G. Right, go. Right, wicked. Oh, wicked! Nice. Normally when I do that, it kind of sends it a bit tits up, and I have a habit of spinning my craft. So now we're on the moon, we can go for an explore. It doesn't really look like there is much to explore, but no matter. We'll have a good butch around anyway. Go collect some moon rocks or something. I mean, why else would you come to the moon if you weren't going to collect moon rocks? What's the point? I've never seen these rocks before, so let's see if we can run into them and cause ourselves some grief. Gotta be careful not to go too fast on the moon, because if you do go too fast, you can... I don't know if you can see this, but you can tip this thing over very easily. You can also lever it off jumps and go flying into the air. That's never something you want to do. Right, hello. Hello, rock. I want to be your friend. Oh, we just go through him. Oh well. No fear. So, let's have a look at what we've got. Turn the lights on. Ah, the beautiful barren scenery of the moon. It's very quiet down here. So, when the next patch comes, we won't have to actually do this in a moon buggy. We'll be able to actually get out and walk around. I'm very excited for the next patch. And I tell you what, it's not very long away either. I mean, the devs for this game, I think they stick to a 4-week development cycle. That's due to end this Friday. I know, I've been keeping track. That's if they stick to it. If you've been keeping up on the forums, you'll notice that they've got a little bit of polishing off work to do. But for the most part, they've really nailed the development of this game. EVAs, that was something I didn't think I'd see for like a long time. With the implementation of the new patch though, most of the mods I'm using are gonna be defunct because of the whole rescaling of the old parts. We're also getting a redesign on the old parts as well, some new upper tech pieces, if that makes any sense. Like if you were to imagine a campaign mode with research and a tech tree, basically what you're gonna get is the next tier up, and hopefully they might be in the next patch. If you've not already been, go over to the Kerbal Space Program forums. There's lots of good bits of information on there. Lots and lots and lots indeed. No fear! No fear! Please don't fuck me over. Right, let's go. Let's fucking max speed this. Let's speed this up a little bit. Whatever you do not do not fly away. I will be sorely annoyed if you fly away. Oh. It's a bit jittery. As you can see, there's a lot of nothing out here. Oh please, it's so jittery. Right, let's slow down time a bit, and then let's see if we can slow this down without causing ourselves some grief. Stop it. There is a handbrake on this thing, but I'm very reluctant to use it. So let's have a look. Is there anything about? Any Munar lifts? Anything like that I can see? No, it's just a whole lot of shit. To be honest, I think I've come to the wrong crater. I was hoping to run into the arch somewhere. For those of you who don't know what the arch is, it's like a very, very big stone arch. Yeah, it doesn't take much describing. So, can I just about make out? No, you can't see it no more. Boo! Let's get back to our pod. So, how are we looking on position on the moon anyway? Right, so we're not there yet. So let's go back to the moon. Turn the lights off and let's speed up time a little bit. We spend a whole day on the moon. Ah, it's pretty. Don't know where Kerbin is. I thought I'd seen Kerbin. Ah, midday on the moon. So where's that leave us for positioning? Back here again. So I'm gonna speed up time a little bit more. Oh, the moon doesn't move. I see. So the Kerbin's constantly over the horizon. All right then. That's fair enough. So the next stage I'm going to attempt to do now is separation and get ourselves home. Right, okay, that's a better separation than what I've normally had. Right, throw in a bit of RCS for shits and gigs, and we are off. Now, the best thing we can do here is we're looking for, not the 90, we're looking for the 270 marker. We're going to get ourselves about halfway up in between that and facing straight up, which I think is about here. And then we're just going to build up our arc. It doesn't take a lot of fuel to get back from the moon, or Minmus for that matter. Oh, look at that. Debris. I don't like debris. Next episode, when I decide, well, I've got to choose what I want to do for my next episode yet, whether I want to go Minmus or whether I want to put up a space station. I think I'm going to go Minmus, because that's a lot more fun. Getting there's the hard part, landing's the easy part. The complete opposite of what it's like getting to the moon. Getting to the moon, piece of piss. Landing on the moon, a little bit harder because obviously the gravity is a lot less than Minmus, a lot more than Minmus, so you can hit the ground with a bit more of a thud and have a habit of running out of fuel easier. Whereas Minmus, there is next to no gravity. It's very easy to just set yourself on the ground on the walker and then get your little rover off the pod. In fact, you can actually use the RCS on Minmus to have a little bit of a fly around. Like if you're fed up with driving, you can just engage your RCS and just go pop like that. Job's a good one. But that's another episode for another time. Now we just need to get ourselves home. I'm going to carry on building the Parapo. Just keep on heading out. We've got plenty of fuel for this, even though we're down to about half fuel. Right, I'm going to get on the 270 precisely. I'm going to start building out my arc this way. Now what I'm going to do is when the arc starts to go outwards like that, when we come back, when we get to say here, we're going to carry on boosting, and we're going to carry on boosting until we hit home. There'll be no reason, after this final burn, there'll be no reason to press anything else. And I'll show you why. This is why you should always leave the moon on a 270-degree angle, because it makes getting back a hell of a lot simpler. Fair enough, you might come into the atmosphere a bit too steep, but with re-entry heat not in the game yet, that's not my concern, and I'm going to use it willingly. Mwah! So here we go, we're going to do our Apo burn. Let's see, how much fuel have we got left? We got plenty, so we're going to keep kicking it out, we're going to keep kicking it out, we're going to keep kicking it out, we're going to keep kicking it out. It's going to go, right, here we go. Now look at this periapsis now. If I just have a little bit of thrust on, look how fast that goes down. We can pretty much bring that to zero. I mean, I'm not entirely sure where we'll land, but I'm not really fussed. As long as it's in the water. Alright, 100. Done. We're home. We are home indeed. So we're going to keep hold of this little tank section just for now, and we're going to leave. Farewell, moon. It's been nice knowing you. Oh, and there's Kerbin in the back. Hi, Kerbin. Speed up time. So where are we going to be? We're going to go. Oh no, we might go in the water for this. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the new boat. Yep, we're game for the water here. So without further ado, we're going to rotate ourselves, and we're going to sling a rock. Alright, that's it. We're done. The mission is complete, more or less. All we've got to do is land. Farewell, booster. Farewell. You might be wondering why would I want to chuck such a little thing away. Now, that thing has a habit of exploding. If it's still on the bottom of your pod when you land, it has a nasty habit of going boom. Doesn't kill us, but it's just something that goes boom nonetheless, and I don't want none of that. I had enough of that in the previous videos. So, carry on then, and let's go. In all fairness, I don't think that is too steep for re-entry to like vaporise us completely. But then again, I don't know. I don't know nothing about orbital mechanics and all that crazy shit. And I don't pretend to know either. I just use what I do know, or what I've learnt from playing this game and reading about stuff on the forums. In fact, someone was very nice to try and explain what a delta V is to me, and I kind of got the idea, but I still am not sure if I understand the whole concept. 1 time speed. Oh yes, we're definitely in the atmosphere now. Oh, we're in the thick part of the atmosphere. So as soon as we come into the thick part, I reckon we're going to deploy our parachute. Oh, Kermans, your mothers would be proud, if there is such a thing as mothers in the world of Kerbal. Alright, so 10,000. Well, hang on. 10,000 meters. Deploy parachute. And of course, as per Bill, Bob, scared throughout, Jeb, he's the man. Jebediah will always be king. Always happy. Always enjoying the ride. Ah, is that the moon? Is that... I don't know if there is a moon, or if we can see the moon. Oh no, we can see the moon. It's a reflection of the moonlit ocean. I wonder, how far are we away from civilization? We're pretty far. In all fairness, we could have done with like doing this straight off a coastline, but again, I'm not fussed. In all fairness, we didn't really have the fuel to be playing around with. Towards the end anyway, at least when we get towards the return journey. I mean, we've wasted a lot of fuel, but it's better to waste something than to not have enough. Am I right? Alright. Surface, 100 meters a second. I'm gonna speed you up, you piece of shit. 2 times speed. 1 time speed. Because we're nearly there. Alright. Can only mean one thing. Getting close. You almost made it back alive. It'd be funny if I could just like disconnect the parachute now. Of course, you can hear me clicking the spacebar. That's doing absolutely nothing. Shame. But then again, this is what I would call a successful mission. No burns, scrapes, cuts or bruises. Let's hope all future missions will be the same. Can't imagine the space station going according to plan. But who knows? I can hear my dog barking. I wonder what that's all about. Which is a good time to quit, because that is the end of this little adventure. We've made it home alive. Job is a good one. End the flight, guys. End the flight. So let's see, we've got max G 10. Total mission time, 2 days, 17 hours and 25 seconds. Can't be bad. So that is it today, Procrastinauts. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Keep watching, there's a lot more to come. Especially when 0.16 comes out. And all you PZ fans out there, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. The update's coming soon, I can feel it. So until next time, YouTubers, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. I shall catch you next time. Peace.